Hey guys, it's Tired Andy on your screen again, and I come with you today with my favorites of March. So first up, music. We have Lonely by Payal Royale. Excuse me, I'm gonna butcher this name. It's Payal Royale. Payal Royale. Yes, I think. I discovered this band a while back, but they released new content. I'm not sure if it was actually in March or if I just found out in March, but they released a song called Lonely, which the music video definitely dropped in March or the beginning of April. I'm not quite sure. And that's my PS4, don't mind it. The song is, it may be a bit triggering to some people because it does deal with suicide, but I like it. It has the usual Halloweeny sound, and I love the singer's voice. I just love everything about it. Yes. Then the next one is Everybody Going Crazy by Nothing But Thieves, which is another band that I already knew about a while back actually. And Is Everybody Going Crazy it's a very appropriate title for when they released the song, because it definitely came out in March with everyone going crazy with the coronavirus. And it's very, 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 very good. I used that song to make like a little section of my previous video where I was dancing around like crazy. Yeah, that's the song. And it's I love their style, like just the I like that. Like, why did I do that? I don't know, but I like it. And the last song, it's called The Search by NF, which I don't listen to a lot of rap. I mean, most that I've listened came from Hamilton, or like the little verses in pop songs that come from rappers. But here's the thing, I do like rap. I don't know why I don't listen to more of it. But now I found Nate, NF, who I already knew about him, but only like, I found out about him in December because Easy, my friend who already showed up on my channel once, twice actually, they love rap and they love NF, not NM, NF, because his songs are just full of emotion. Just like every line he drops is just absurdly packed. The way that I like got into his music was through Ordinary Dreamer. Actually, she is a YouTuber. Her name is Nadia, and she's an artist. And a while back, she used to do animatics, like very short ones. And she made one for Voltron with the whole situation of Keith, a character, and his mother who left. And NF has a song called How Could You Leave Us? That's exactly about a mom leaving. I mean, the context is different for like the animatic and the actual song, but when I listened to it, I was just like struck because, oh my god. But my favorite one so far has been The Search, just because I could relate to it the most. It really delves into like mental health and, well, his own mental health, because he has OCD and he has feelings of rage towards himself, and just like the song is heavy, and most of his stuff is very heavy, but it's all just very, very good, very, very. We move on to YouTubers, and I have two this time, just two. One is, let me read this because I don't know if I can pronounce the name of the channel right. It's Chris PT Nats, I think. Chris P Nats. No, I just like how it sounds. Yeah, but anyway, he is an anime boy. I'm sorry. He does talk about a lot of anime, mostly boys love, because it's what he is into, and I do like boys love. Kind of. There's a few issues there, but what I find most, like, what I love most about his channel is just how funny he is. Like, I watched one video and I was already laughing my ass off. it's just the way that he phrases things and the way that he's very, very funny. Please check him out for yourself. I can't even properly explain why he's so funny. He just is. I don't know. Yes. And then the second one is also an anime related channel. But he is a bit more on the analytical side of anime, I suppose. Because like Chris Peanuts, he goes more into his own like feelings about the anime. And this channel, which is called Mother's Basement, just like analyzes how the anime was made, like from the soundtrack to the animation to the story and just all of it. I haven't seen a whole bunch of his videos yet, but I have seen enough, and it kind of made me really happy because, for example, he made an entire video, it was like 20 minutes, talking about Haikyuu and why it was so great, and it's literally my favorite anime of all time, so I was just, yes, I agree with everything you're saying. That's not why I like him though, like, it's not because I agree with everything he says, it's just, I like listening to content that analyzes storytelling, you know, because I'm a writer, and I want to be good at storytelling, and seeing that content in YouTube is very helpful for me, but also very just interesting as a whole. So I really like his channel. And don't ask me why it's called Mother's Basement. I'm very new to his content. Oh no, there's 3 actually, not 2. The third one is called CDogVA. That's the channel name. He's also into anime, but as the channel name suggests, he's into voice acting, and he's very good at it. And he also has a series like reviewing bad and good voice acting, which I don't know why I was so interested in it. I mean, part of me has always kind of wanted to try voice acting, not necessarily in a professional way, just trying because it sounds fun. It really does sound very, very fun. And in this series, he goes into a bit of technical detail of what voice acting is and how voice acting works, and I thought that was really interesting. And another series that he has is like buying cheap cosplays from China and putting them on camera. It's just very, very funny. And again, he's also very, very funny, and he seems like a genuinely nice person, which is always attractive, so why not? Yeah, I knew he existed already, but I didn't follow his content much at all, actually. But then I found a series of his where he was actively voicing Boys Love Manga. I kid you not, that is the funniest shit I've seen on YouTube in a while. Oh, just like new content for me that I found on YouTube. It's very, very funny. And there was this one video in specific where he tried to use a Kermit voice for one of the characters. And I just lost it. I lost it. But yeah. Moving on, we have books. 2 in particular, and I'm gonna straight up say both of them are poetry. So if you're not into poetry, sorry. But those were the only 2 books that I really read in March. So, one is called Stay Alive by Courtney Carolla, who is actually a Tumblr poet that I've been following since 2017, I believe, 18 at the most. And she already has a collection called Having Pride, which I haven't read. No, it's I don't remember if it's Have Pride or Having Pride, but it's about LGBT culture, and not culture, just like LGBT things in general. And I haven't gotten the chance to read it yet, but Stay Alive got free on Kindle for these like a while back, and I could download it because I started using Kindle recently. And Stay Alive deals with mental health. Mental health has always been a very personal and subject for me, and it's really important. And it's still a taboo in our society for whatever reason, a bunch of reasons actually, but reading a poetry book about the subject was very, very impactful for me. And I actually could relate to a lot of the poems, mostly the ones that mentioned anxiety. But also there was one talking about just like having overwhelming emotions, which for me is getting a bit personal here. I'm always told that I'm overreacting, or that it's a teenager thing, like teenage years. It's gonna go pass by, you're not gonna deal with this forever. And even if it is, it's still invalidating my feelings, which kind of hurt a lot. So reading a poem that talked about this and that was actively telling the reader, like, you're not broken, you're just human, like it's okay to feel these things, it's okay to feel overwhelmed, that shit made me cry. It genuinely made me cry, and I was just very grateful for this poem. Really, Courtney Carolla has been an inspiration for me for like writing my own poetry and getting into poetry, and reading this book was just amazing for me, personally. And then the second book is called Poems I Sleep Next To by Shelby Eileen. This one was less personal for me, but it was still good nonetheless, because it's about heartbreak, basically, but girl on girl heartbreak. Lesbian love story that didn't go right. And the writing is so beautiful, like the metaphors and just the feeling that everything evokes, like every poem evokes, is just like deep and warm, and it's, oh, you can really feel like if as if the voice of the poem, it just, it's broken, you know, that the person who wrote those things, the character or the person who wrote those things, have just been destroyed, and you can pick apart all the poems and point out like what hurt them the most, and it's deeply impactful as well. Just like I said, not as personal for me, but it's still like very, very impactful. And this month I already finished actually another book of poetry by this author. It's called Goddess of the Hunt, and I'm gonna talk about this one next month because it has to end, because I started on April, I finished on April, and it's gonna be on April's monthly favorites. So, and this time that's it. I don't have any anime that I started, so this is what I got for the month of March. So thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to spread love, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye! And don't forget to comment your own favorites of the month.